Ruto is latching from one crisis to another as he begins the final full year in office ahead of polls in August next year. How he navigates the challenges to reignite the populism that swept him to power are likely to influence his re-election strategy. This is a story covered on pages 4, 5, and also 6. And there's also a very, very sad story that I was just looking at yesterday. Couples, 3 children killed in car crash days to U.S. return. It's very, very unfortunate. It says here, holiday horror. And what was to be a joyful moment for a U.S.-based family visiting a children's home they are supporting in Bungoma County turned out to be an immense tragedy on the night of January 4th. Miss Wangoi Ndirango, who was born in Kenya and later relocated to the U.S., was traveling to Bungoma with her American husband, Christopher Winklepeck, and 3 children, Jerry, 16, Emmanuel, 13, and Cairo, 6. Then the unexpected happened. They lost their 3 children in that crash, and it's really, really unfortunate. Let's pray for this family and commit them to the Lord, that the Lord may comfort them, because only He knows the pain that they are going through in this season. GSC nominates 15 Court of Appeal judges. The full story is on page 8 on that. Patients decry SHA surgery approval, delays costly rule. It says a knee surgery request has turned into a 2-week wait for Maureen Wendell and her family, despite her doctor's approval and a confirmed surgery date. The Social Health Authority has another condition. This is a story that has been covered in more details. That is on page 2 of the Daily Nation. More stories being covered. Mushiri Nyaga, NPS leadership working to end brutality and also killings. That is also reported. And I also see patients caught in SHA surgery approval. Gridlock, more information has been given on that. And coming to the Standard newspaper this wonderful morning, the top page here is saying, what a waste, 2.44 billion shillings down the drain. It says here they strutted the corridors of power, pocketed billions and spoke in the president's name without constitutional backing. Now, the High Court has pulled the plug, declaring President William Ruto's advisors illegally appointed, barring their pay and ordering a sweeping audit of offices created since 2010. In a damning rule, the court said the appointments were secretive and competitive and a brazen abuse of public funds, laying bare a culture of patronage dressed up as expertise. This is a story covered on page 4. And here Bahati Mwamunyu, who is the High Court judge, saying, I must echo that ancient saying that says the road to hell is paved with good intentions. While it is this court's finding that there is no evidence that the constitutional failures outlined herein were deliberate or undertaken out of anything other than good faith attempt to deepen the capacity and depth of advice available to the President of the Republic as he discharges the NRS task of being the principal helmsman of our national destiny. The actions, decisions, and omissions in the process exhibit multiple and severe breaches of the Constitution. This is a story that has been covered on the Standard newspaper, and you can have a look at it. And we have more stories here. Ruto's lawyer, Katwa, among the 15 nominated to Court of Appeal. And also, I also see a story here. Court resurrects Mudavade's ANC, says its dissolution violated laws. Looking at the Business Daily this wonderful morning, it says Absa Citibank top in lowering the cost of loans. That's being reported there. And there is a quote here by Jainde Kisero saying Kenya Pipeline IPO can help bring retail investors back to NSE, but only if we break the pattern of political board capture. And a story here states seeks to tighten grip on KenGen board. Electricity producer KenGen wants to amend its internal rules to grant the government board control irrespective of its shareholding, mirroring a similar move at Kenya Revenue. This is a story that has been covered on the economy pullout on the Business Daily. It goes ahead also to tell us why NCBA Group chose Nedbank's offer over rival bids. And last lastly, CAK approves Zenith's buyout of Kenya Paramount Bank. So that has been reported on the Business Daily, and you can have a look at it so that you can know some of the stories that are making the headlines, and more so that we can keep praying for our nation of Kenya. Let us keep praying ahead of the elections that we are expecting, and I know that the Lord is really going to show up and give us the peace that we so desire in our country and even within our borders. So at this moment, let's have a look at the video of the day. We'll come back and talk about it.